a few more people to get in. Go ahead and throw in the comments. First of all, put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me. Go ahead. If you are able, please turn on your cameras. This is an interactive webinar. We want to see your face. We want to see what's going on. We want to see who's there. So if you're able to, please turn on your cameras. I see a couple of 1s in the chat. That means that you can hear me. And also, please put in the chat where you are tuning in from tonight. So I am tuning in from Tucson, Arizona. We have Dallas, Texas in the house. We have Anaheim, California. I see Milwaukee in the house.
What? Milwaukee?
New York City in the house. Yeah, we got Milwaukee in the house. We got Portland, Oregon in the house.
Milwaukee.
We have Minneapolis in the house, Dr. Chow.
In the house.
We even got Knoxville, Tennessee. We've got the Philippines in the house tonight.
What?
We have Florida in the house. Homestead, Florida.
Right,
we got Macomb, Michigan in the house. Canada's in the house tonight. Wow, we have people literally from all across the nation and all around the world.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're just logging in, go ahead and put in the chat a number 1 if you can hear me, and where in the world are you tuning in from? We got West Palm Beach in the house tonight. Yeah.
And also put it in the chat. What are you excited for? What are you excited for about this call? And also turn on your camera, guys. I can see you guys. The more energy you can give me, the more energy I can give you guys, right? The more you can give and focus, the more you can get out of this. So, you know, like Pete here, Mouse, Nakita, I see you guys, Darcy, Danny, Loon, Amanda, Andrew, Pijid, what's your name? Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Retire me, Miles says, retire me. We got some people interested in money. We got Paul gave us a heart in the chat. And so what I'm getting ready to do is, like I said, make sure that you do respond. This is interactive. Do hold your questions for the end. We will get to those. But right now, without any further ado, I would like to introduce you to one of my colleagues, one of my mentors, the creator and founder of Beyond BNB Secrets. This young man has become a millionaire in his early 30s, enabling him to retire. Now he shows people how to create and access total financial freedom by generating passive income of up to $50,000 a month or more with corporate housing arbitrage. He is the foremost leader in this area. And I would like for you to all welcome and just type in the chat, welcome, if you would like to welcome Dr. Chow with me to the call.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, D. Give D a hand, man. She's one of the best MC in the world here. We are so honored to have her. So honored to have you guys. Give yourself a hand to be here, you know, on a weeknight and trying to learn to better yourself and not go out there and hang out at a club or do some stupid stuff, right? This is really going to change your life. I'm going to do everything in my power tonight. In order for me to do that, I would ask for you to focus at your attention. This 1 hour right here can really literally change your life like it did for me. Okay, are we good? We committed on that? All right, give me some love in the chat there. Perfect. So what am I going to share with you tonight? I will do everything I can to make it worth your while. Okay, I will add as much value as I can. Let me share screen, by the way, Nino. So that way I will show you how to get absolute financial freedom. Who here want to get absolute financial freedom within the next year here, right? I'm not talking about, actually you can do within the next few months. I have hundreds of students nationwide, right? Many of them had retired in their 20s, 30s within months with me. Imagine you within months from now making multiple six figure and working for yourself and only work a few hours a week. Who wouldn't want that, right? So it is true, and you can do this with this business is what I'm trying to tell everybody, preaching for all the time, telling people about this, because this has really literally changed my life. And it's really set me on the path of living my dream life right now. I mean, I just finished mastermind with a top 40 entrepreneur of the world, and I got invited. It is an invite only. The net worth of the people here, at least 10 million or more. We got to hang out with a billionaire Grant Cardone, right? Who in here got some 10Xer, right? We're hanging out with him, hanging out with all his top executive. Okay, and now I'm about to hang out with Tony Robbins starting for the next week here, right? So I'm living my dream life. And then after that, Tony Robbins, I'm gonna go on a yacht with another billionaire right after that. So basically, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that I just can't believe where I am right now. Like I'm super grateful where I am and how you, where you can be as well, right? Just coming from a very humble beginning. I want to share. Can I share my story with you guys? Okay. So I grew up. I came here. Well, first of all, my goal is to teach you stuff that nobody else is teaching in the market right now, guarantee, because I'm the authority in the corporate housing that willing to share what I've learned over the past 7 years to do this. Okay. So corporate housing is the way, not vacation rental, guys. You know, we got so much regulation with vacation rental. We got so much people. It's like it's a red ocean now, right? Too many sharks. You know, everybody and their grandma is doing vacation rental. Well, guess what? Corporate housing is 10 times better, 10 times less work, 10 times more freedom. Who here wouldn't want more freedom in their life, right? And more secure than regular vacation rental. And that's why I want to show you guys of how you can make this multiple 6-figure income working from anywhere around the world in just a few hours a week. Okay. So I just reviewed you some simple secrets that allow me to create a booming business while I travel and enjoy the time with my loved one and really live a life on purpose and passion, right? And do whatever I want to do with whoever I want to do it with. Okay. So my story, I was an immigrant from a third world country, you know, came over here. This was a little us in our country of Vietnam here, like off like 15 of us all in one little shack in the background, you see, right? We came to America for the dream, right? For the American dream. So when I came here, it was me, my mom, my dad, and my sister. And that's it, right? All 4 of us had to sleep on one bed, literally one bed. Okay. So, you know, for years. And this is our backyard right here. We went out in the backyard and took a picture and we hit the fence right away. That's how big the backyard was at this one tiny 1-bedroom apartment in the worst neighborhood possible. Imagine you dropping everything, moving to another country where you don't even speak the language, you don't really know anybody, and you don't have to start all over again when you are middle age. Okay, how would you feel? Okay, and you had 2 little kids to provide for. So my mom and dad had to do whatever it takes to work hard 7 days out of the week. They work in the dry cleaner. You know, who in here know it's hot in the South, right? It could be super 100 degrees in the South, right? You imagine that plus all the machines, all of the, you know, the heat, the steam coming out of it, 100% plus humidity every single day. They will burn and cut themselves every single day just to put food on the table and put us through school. Okay. So one day I was only 10 years old, right? And when I came to America, and I was like, you know, one day I saw my mom came home with, you know, trying to cook dinner with one hand. Okay. And I saw tears coming out of her eyes. And I was like, Mom, are you okay? You know, she said, she sucked it up and said, yeah, baby, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. But I know she's not okay. She's burned herself again. Okay? And burn, have you ever been burned before? It's like the worst, most painful thing. And it's scientifically proven to be the most painful thing. Okay. And she had to suck it up and just deal with it so we can pursue our career. However, that is the night I promised myself that one day, Mom, I will grow up. I will do whatever it takes, morally, ethically, right, to make sure I will take care of you, our family, retire you, retire my dad, buy them your dream home, right? So we thought the way, how many have been taught that the way to get the American dream is go to school, get a good grade, become a doctor, lawyer, dentist, scientist, whatever, right? And that's why I thought that that's what I've been sold. So that's why I would sacrifice for another 8 years after high school to go to school, become a doctor in pharmacy, right? It was the hardest thing I have done in my life. Literally, it was like grueling, because I was doing 2 degrees. I was doing a doctor in pharmacy. I was doing a master in business at the same time, guys. Okay, so needless to say, it was super stressful. And this time I went to school in Utah where it's freezing cold and I had to sleep in the basement with a twin mattress with 5 other frat boys, right? So, and I had to survive off of like what, ramen noodles, the dollar menu, Little Caesar pizza, $5 Walmart chicken, right? I hope y'all can't relate because I don't want you to live that life, okay? It's no fun, okay? However, I did everything I could to, after 8 years of school, I came out, got a white coat, became a pharmacist. Within my first year, I landed my dream job, okay, working for the Fortune 10 company, and I actually won the Pharmacy of the Year award for the district, okay, which is huge for a freshly new grad, right? And I thought that, oh, mom, I'm going to take care of you, but Dad, no worry. I would definitely do whatever I can. I will buy the dream home. You can retire now, blah, blah, blah. Next thing I know, you know, my monthly pay, you know, after taxes and after school loans, it came out to be from 10 grand all the way down to like 5 grand, which is like living paycheck to paycheck, right? So I didn't have any extra to really take care of them. And then after a year working my butt up, the company gave me the standard raise of 2%, which doesn't even keep up with inflation. I mean, it was a joke, right? I mean, these days, inflation is like 15, 20% now. So as I knew there gotta be something had to change. And I was looking at my senior, the people who work as there for 30, 40 years, and they still have to skip lunches. They still have to, you know, work when they don't want to, and hurting, standing all day, running around all day, can't even sit down, right? And then the corporate America I found didn't really care about us, right? They care about the money. It was more like the pill mill of how fast we can pump our prescription versus how we can take care of the patient and how we can really give us the time, give us the energy, give us the help, because they started cutting our hours and cutting work, right? How many here ever climbed the ladder of success, climbed to the top, and found out that it's leaning against the wrong wall? Okay. Again, amen to that. Okay. And that was my realization, because I was trapped. I thought I made it. On top of that, my mom was diagnosed with cancer at the time. So, you know, how many here has family go through cancer, you know, been through cancer, right? My heart go out to you. It's the hardest thing I never wish on my worst enemy, right? So, and then I knew that I had to do something different, because it was 3 a.m. and I could remember like yesterday, I was sitting in a hospital bed, looking at my mom about to go to brain surgery, okay? And because she had brain cancer, so metastasized in her brain. And all I could think was, dang it, I still got to go to work tomorrow, right? I still got to go to my job. I couldn't even like take off for 2 weeks if I wanted to. I was just really take care of her going through this whole surgery. So I was like, this is BS, man. This is not the life I want to live. And I don't know how much longer she have, right? So I was like, I gotta do something now, something fast. I tried all kinds of businesses. How many of you try Amazon? You know, try drop shipping, you know, try traditional businesses like even MLM, like multi-level marketing, right? The 3-foot rule, okay? You know, you try Italianize, I tried that, restaurants, I did that, you know, a bunch of money without a lot of profit at all, right? And then the stocks and the crypto, I did that too, traded for like years, you know, made $1 million, lost $1 million, made $1 million, lost $1 million, and like wasting my life away, okay? That's no fun. Okay, so why? What happened? The old model is what? You exchange your time for money directly. 1 hour of your life equal an X amount of dollar, right? And then someday, hopefully you are still alive 40, 50 years from now to enjoy it, okay? They told us that to put money to the retirement account for 50 years, and then you have a, you know, then you can have a nest egg of millions of dollars, and then, you know, you be like 70 years old, and then you can travel, enjoy life. I mean, come on, man. You know, how many in here see that work ever? Just look around. Do you even know anybody that this model actually worked for? Okay, that they are actually living the billionaire lifestyle, the multi-millionaire lifestyle, right? And even if it does, who want to do this? Who want to wait until they're 70 something to really enjoy life, guys? I mean, how are you able to travel, right? My mom and dad couldn't even travel now, right? It's too bad, right? So frustrated, burnout, and trapped. So lost, miserable, rock bottom. I was doing multiple businesses at the same time while working, right? And nothing ever worked. But until I met somebody that gave me the epiphany. What's the epiphany? Is that I could rent vacant homes and then sublet it out and then scale it to freedom. That's it. I don't have to own the home. You mean to tell me that I don't have to own the home in order to make money off of it? Yes. Question for you guys. Put down in the chat too. Does Airbnb own any homes? And D, let me know what they said. Yeah. Does Airbnb own any homes? Does
Devon says
Uber,
no.
exactly. Does Uber own any cars? And on they the
Maggie says
biggest,
no.
exactly. And on they the biggest hospitality taxi company in the world, right?
Yep.
The world is changing, guys. We either change with it or we die. That's it. We get outdated, and the biggest company will get shut down because of disruption in the industry, right? However, if you take advantage of this trend, this surfing wave, then you can be one of those amazing entrepreneurs and enjoy living the life of your dream like I do, and help many people do the same. Okay, so all you don't write this down. You don't have to control. You don't have to own anything. You just want to control everything. Okay? As long as you can control the property, it doesn't matter who owns it, guys. You can make money off it. Make sense? Absolutely. So the new model, you create a scalable business where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to earn money while you sleep, which is exactly what we are doing here. We literally earn money while we are sleeping, guys. The more they come to our property, the more they sleep at our property, the more we make, right? And then you want to continue to reinvest into your business for years to come. And then you want to have multiple sources of income, right? How many here have more than 3 sources of income? Okay. 5 sources of income, 10 sources of income. Okay. I doubt anybody in here, unless you're like multi-millionaire already, right? You know, the average multi-millionaire have about 15 to 20 sources of income. Okay. Think about that. Why? Why is that important? Because when I was a pharmacist, I was making 6-figure income. Okay. If something happened to me, what happened to my income? How much percent of it is gone? All of it is gone, right? Who's going to take care of my family? Is my company going to take care of my family? I don't think so. Right. So check this out. I have 30 something source of income right now. If 2 of the houses burn down as I speak to you right now, that's only 5% of my income, right? Yeah. So you think my life really going to change if 2 of my sources of income is gone? No, I just create 2 more like that with my skill set, right? It's all about what you know and who you know, right? So you can just create more income on demand like that, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Is you want to have multiple sources of income to fortify your empire. So that way, if something happens, you don't put all your eggs in one basket and you don't only have one egg. You know, you want to have a lot of sources to pump out your golden goose, lay the golden eggs. You want to have like 30, 40 of them like we do, right? So that's really financial freedom and financial security right there. It's not in your job. It's not in your small business, guys. I opened a restaurant, 400K going to one business. That's dumb. With one source of income. COVID happened. What happened? Boom. Shut down. You know? Nada, nothing. Okay. And then trading, you don't even control the business. Like I was trading crypto stock and I was like, oh man, it's gonna be awesome. I went to the moon, I made $1 million, so excited. I'm gonna retire my parents. Next thing you know, within a day, boom, half of it's gone. Within another month, another half gone. Next thing you know, I lost 90-something% of my portfolio. And I was like, almost have a heart attack, right? You don't control the market, guys, but this you can control. Is you control the value, write this down. The money you can create is in direct proportion to the value you provide to the marketplace, not your personal value. We are all worthy in the sight of God, but you know, it's the value you provide to the marketplace. So if you have multiple sources of income, that means you're providing multiple ways, to create value to the marketplace. That's why billionaires become billionaires, because they have thousands sources of income. Help billions of people. You want to be a billionaire, have a billion people. You be a billionaire. But that is called with one vehicle to help me get absolute financial freedom, right? This is this vehicle, right? All right, so I'm not anything special, guy. I made a ton of mistakes. I didn't understand how to pick the right location, the right neighborhood. HOA, I was only an immigrant boy, came from a third world country, trying to learn English as I go through. It's still my second language. So if I say something that's not, what do you call it, grammatically correct or whatever it is, then it's because it's not my language. Anyway, I didn't know how to make it profitable by working less and working smart, guys, not working hard. I didn't understand how to pitch the landlord. You gotta know how to pitch to increase my unit and scale my business, okay? And then I was too stubborn to look for a proven source of passive income, guys. I want to do everything myself. Who in here wants to go to war by yourself? Don't invite us, okay? We're not going to join you. Well, first, you want to go by yourself, right? I mean, shoot. Yeah, I mean, that's really smart, man. Go to war by yourself, right? No, man. Who in here want an army with you when you go to war, okay? Every day is a battlefield, guys. Business is a battlefield, guys, for gladiator, okay? So anyway, I was the dumbass. I was the one that wanted to do everything myself. I thought I made it. I had the MBA. I got the doctorate, really got to my head. I'm like, man, I got everything figured out. I didn't have any money. I was broke, right? I didn't have any time because I was a slave with a golden handcuff, but I look good, right? I feel good on the outside, but I feel crap on the inside. So the biggest thing I learned from hanging out with these billionaires, you got to stop the BS. Stop BSing yourself is the first important thing. Okay, stop BSing yourself is the most important thing I learned, right? And then you got to stop BSing other people. Okay, so I felt completely lost trying to start this business on my own. I had no mentor, no support group with all the little things that come up with the business, right? I lost, check this out, I had to close down more than 10 Airbnbs, guys. Imagine opening up, closing it down, opening up, closing it down, okay? It's no fun, okay? I lost thousands of hours and probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in opportunity costs, probably millions, okay? But the good news is I can save you from these nightmares because I have learned the hard way, through 7 years doing this, right? You don't have to do that. You can do it the easy way. Like my students within months making 6-figure income, months, guys. And it's really easy compared to anything that traditional business bring you. So anyway, I scaled to 23 Airbnbs, make 6-figure within months. Here's the proof, making 6-figure within a month right here. So you can do it too. Who is this for? If you are serious about creating a long-term business, who is serious about creating a long-term business the right way? Automatic, scalable, right? Put some love in the chat, okay? And if you're a doer, not just a talker, right? And this is for you. And if you're not satisfied with the average normal life, who in here know you deserve more, guys? Who in here know that your family deserve more? Give me some chat. Give me some love in the chat, okay? So you deserve more, which you do. That's why you are here, and I want to applaud you for that. Give me a moment, pat yourself in the back, guys, literally, for being here tonight, okay, on a weeknight where you can do anything, goofing off, right? I had to skip a big ass party to be here with y'all, okay? Why? Because I do care about you guys. I don't have to do it, but I want to do it to really help, okay? So I use sick and tired, being sick and tired, working 9 to 5, doing the same thing over and over again, unable to see the wood, right? And you always wanted to dream, make the dream come true, but for some reason, it didn't happen, right? So anyway, I invest over $1 million into my mindset and my strategy because mindset is so powerful. 80% of your success in mindset by Tony Robbins, my mentor. My one mission, my one goal, my life purpose, my true passion is really to help people like you to take the step today to change your life forever, not just you, but your whole family. So my vision is to help 1 million families get financial freedom by 2027, right? Families, guys, break the generational curse, not just individual. Who in here with me on that cause, right? I need some allies in here, man. Okay, we can change the world together. All right, so if you're ready to make a massive lasting change, then pay attention. I'm gonna give you the goods right now and join our family, okay? What is corporate housing arbitrage? Basically leveraging other people property through subleasing agreement, and then you lease them out on other platform outside just Airbnb and VRBO. We have a ton of other sources, a ton of other connections, rent out to companies, right? This is not active income. You do not have to, keep exchange your time for money. That's active income. You want it to be passive, okay? Aside from the initial setup, this is, pretty much almost passive income, okay? So it's not, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not going to be like 100% hands off. No, nothing is really 100% hands off, right? But this is very close to it. All you need is just a few hours a week. That's it. And make 6-figure income. Instead of working, slaving away 50, 60 hours a week in a corporate job or in your business, whatever business it is, you got to put in for 50, 60 hours a week in order to make any kind of income, right? This business, all you need is just a few hours a week. Why? Because leverage, guys, write this down. Leverage is your key to success. This, you leverage other people's property, you leverage other people relationship that I have with all these corporate clients, right? You leverage other people energy, expertise, or the plumbers, or the electrician, or the people that handyman made, or that they will clean, they will fix the home, everything. You don't have to do any of that, okay? So it's all about leverage, guys. And this is how successful become wealthy. They know how to leverage. The FAST method, these are the 4-step proprietary system. It took me years to figure out. I'll share with you right now that will change your life. The effort to find the right location. The A is to ask to sublease. The S is to set up to stand out. And the T to tap. You got to tap into corporate housing. Okay, wake up now. You will go snoozing on me, right? Get up, okay? All right, F, we find the right location. Very important. What's number one rule in real estate? Anybody in the chat? What's the number one rule in real estate right here? Put down in the chat, guys. The number one rule in real estate.
What do you guys think? Oh, location. Andrew says location. Devon says location.
That's right. Location, location, baby. Okay. Other people will tell you that you need a ton of research. How many heard you need a ton of research? You need to analyze the market 100 different ways to find the right location. You got to have a ton of fancy software. Buy a ton of consultant, pay them crazy money to find you the right location, right? How many heard that? What if I can tell you that I have created a proprietary system that will allow you to find the right location within minutes, and this have 90-something% accuracy? How many here would like to hear that for free? Okay. I'm gonna give you so much value. This is gonna blow your mind. It's called the 3 H's rule. 3 H's. What do you think those 3 H's are? Put down in the chat.
Okay, so if the 3 H's are like primary location, so you're telling them to put it in the chat where they think what they think the 3 H's are?
Yes.
Okay. What do you guys think? One person says hospital, highways, hospitals, hotel. That's Abhijit says hotel, says hospital.
That's awesome, man. These, I guess you're seeing my talk report or something. Yes, it's highways, hospitals, and hotels. Why? Because the highways, where 2 highways intersect, guys, that's where the most traffic gonna be. The government has spent billions of dollars to build these highways. They know exactly where the money is gonna be, right? And then hospitals, they drop hundreds of millions of dollars to build. Don't you think that they have done their research, right? Hotels, same thing, right? So if those 3 things are checked off, you got a pretty good chance that it's the right location. Now I'll give you even a bonus. Number 4 bonus is headquarters. Nobody's gonna figure that out, okay? Headquarters. Where are the headquarters of the corporate housing gonna be? Okay, so those are super important. And I have another one, but I won't share that until you really get in our mastermind. We have a lot more secrets for you. All right, A, to ask to sublease, right? How do you ask to sublease? How do you, hey, like let's say D here is a landlord. Like most people will tell you, just ask them to Airbnb. If you watch like anybody, most of the gurus out there on Airbnb say, yeah, hey, can I just Airbnb your property and make some money? And yeah, it's gonna be good. It's vacation rental, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. There's no there's no frat boys, there's no there's no people partying, right? Just they're a good family on vacation, it's all good, right? I mean, come on, guys. How many here have heard some horror stories from Airbnb vacation rental, right? I mean, let's face it, vacation rental is not the way to go. I had 23 vacation rental. I know what's going down, right? You have to deal with drugs, alcohol, probably something I don't want to know about, right? And then, and then they're throwing parties. Why? Because they're on vacation. They want to have fun, I don't blame them, it's just the way it is. And then you got to clean up the mess, and they only stay for like 3 days. They come in and tear up everything and have a frat party. Nothing you can do about it, okay? It's no fun. And then you got to fix everything, and then you gotta like find another tenant, and then you got somebody else, you're coming in like the next day, you can't even fix it. It's a mess, okay? And then you multiply that out to 20 something properties, and every single week you got to deal with all those problems. I mean, come on, that's no life. So the moment my life changed is when I decided to draw a line in the sand that I'm gonna deal primarily with corporate housing. And thank God I did, because this is what really saved me during COVID. Because during COVID, like one of my friends, one of our partners, Fred and Jackie, I don't know if they're on the call tonight, but they had 120 vacation rental. Guess what happened during COVID? They lost 95% of them. Okay. Lost everything, all the things that they built up. So now, thank God for corporate housing, I've been able to also help them to build up to about 30 something corporate housing right now. Okay. The beautiful thing is they are making as much with those 30 something corporate housing, 35, than the 100 that they have with vacation rental. That's how crazy it is. Okay. So anyway, our pitch is, how about, hey D, I love your property, right? We don't do vacation rental. We'll focus on corporate housing. Okay. We leverage our corporate housing network of over 200 members now, actually, with 100 properties, combined 20 years experience worldwide, nationwide, right? And we do it as a team. Okay. So if your property is qualified for what we do, one, any maintenance under $200, we're going to take care of it, right? Anything, we're going to clean it every single few months, taking care of it like it's our property. And then if we really like it, we're actually going to pay you above market rent. So let me ask you this. Has anybody offered you these things as a tenant? Right? No, nobody, unless they're my students. Okay. So, yeah, and then we'll build out a very professional website that you can leverage if you are part of our mastermind. It's called Beyond CHN. CHN is corporatehousingnetwork.com. Okay. You come here, you show them this website, very professional. Okay. And then if you are our partners, you can also show them our partnership. Okay? And these are all of our basically students that could become partners, right? So these, you see, is a lot more powerful. Is this a lot more powerful than, hey, can I Airbnb your property? Look at all our partners here. All of them are professionals, okay? And if you click on any one of these, right? You click on one, you go down, and it will say, Ivari right here, right? And this one is in Portland and Chicago, right? So each of these partners are in different places. And a lot of them will say that, we are proud owner of Beyond B&B Secrets Network, right? Beyond Corporate Housing Network, right? So it's a super, see, like this one, Monica, a lead partner of Beyond Corporate Housing Network, right? So Beyond CHN is a distinguished nationwide corporate housing network for individual companies specialized for midterm stay, right? Is this a lot more powerful than, hey, Airbnb your property, right? So that's what I'm talking about when you wanna go with the whole team, right? You wanna go to war with the whole army. Right? We're building our army right here. We want to especially invite you to be a part of it if you want to. We can't take on everybody, but if it's a good fit, then we'd love to have you. So 3 things we look for in a partner, right? Is one is being coachable, have a great attitude, and also persistent, right? And also being a giver, not just a taker. Okay. But anyway, set up to stand out. How do you set up to stand out? Okay. So this will take a whole day to go over, but anyway, give you some quick strategies. How do you wow the clients? What are some small things that you can do? Like for example, like maybe have a small game like a foosball game, right? It's fun. Or have a little like what do you call it, Pac-Man game, right? Board game. Also like send them cookies, send them Starbucks gift card. The ladies love Starbucks gift card. They love flowers or chocolate, right? The guys, we just like some games for fun, and we also like beer, and a grill and beef, and we're happy, right? So that's it, right? So anyway, how do you wow them? How do you the little things that you can do that will make a big difference, right? And then T, to tap into corporate housing. How do you tap into corporate housing? How do you get this corporate housing? That's the $1 million questions, right? And that's what took me years to figure out. So you can have two ways to do this. The easy way, you know, is you tap into our corporate housing network. We already have the sources. We have all of the stuff that I vetted over 7 years doing this. I know which one is good, which one is bad. And then you can just plug and play and make money right away. Now that's the best way, right? Or if you want to do it yourself and you think you kind of know it all and you can figure it out and take you whatever, you can call the human resource department of the company, all the companies, right? Human resource department, maybe write that down and you introduce yourself. You say, hey, I do corporate housing. This is what I do, right? If you have any clients, send them your way. Yeah, and then you build your list that way. You build your Rolodex that way, right? Is it going to take you longer? Yeah, about 10 times longer, right? Is it going to work? Yeah, it's going to work. Absolutely. Is it going to take you 10 times longer? That's up to you. I'm just showing you the options. Okay. So the formula, what is the formula? What are your initial expenses? Take a picture of this, whatever, share this, I don't care. First month rent plus deposit, right? Is what your initial expenses. That's it. You're not buying the property, you're not rehabbing it, you're not making it rent ready, you're not waiting 6 months to a year for it to get finished, right? That take forever or spend like 100K in it. No, it's just you rent the place that already done, already furnished, sometimes already furnished, but you got furnished themselves, but it's already done. You don't have to wait and you make money right away. So first month rent on average, let's say 2,500, easy math. Deposit is about 2,500, you know, about 5,000, maybe 6,000 if you live in like LA or something. Okay. So 5,000-6,000 is your initial expense. You can either buy furniture or the rent of furniture. If you buy the furniture, that's another 7,000-ish. So you're looking at about 12,000-14,000, right? Let's just say 12,000, easy math, okay? Now, what do you charge the corporate clients? You want to charge them double the market rent plus utilities, okay? So if the market rent is 2,500, what's double that? That's 5,000. Yeah. And then utilities is usually about 10% of that price, about 500. Okay. So 5,500 is what you should charge. And then after expenses, after small vacancy, all of that, you make about $2,000 per property per month on average. And now if you live in California, I have students in California making $4,000 a month, right? It just depends on where you live, but on average, I said $2,000 a month, easy math. So all you need to make 6-figure income is just 10K a month, right? Correct? 120K a year, right? 5 properties at 2K a month each. That's all you need. If you do 2 of these a month, which is very doable, guys, easy. I have students who do 4 or 5 of these a month. Okay. You just do 2 a month part-time. How long would it take for you to get 5 properties? 2.5 months, right? 2.5 months. You're gonna make 10K a month. How long did it take for me to be a pharmacist? Reminder. 8 years of school, grueling medical school. How much did you think I make after I graduated? On paper, it was 10K a month, but actually with taxes, it was like 7K. And then if you factor in the student loans, the $400,000 of student loans I owe, I had to pay back every month. It's more like 5K. Which one will you want to take, right? And then, or the other route, if you're an engineer, I have friends that are engineer, work 15, 20 years. They have a big ass title. They're like director, project, VIP, VP, whatever it is. You know, far off of their resume, but they're only making 10K a month, maybe 15K a month max, right? There's no limit on what you can do with this, guys. You can make 100K a month you want to, right? There's no limit. You know, nobody control this, your destiny than you do with this business, okay? So anyway, now check this out. If you initial expense is 12K, you're making 2K a month. In 6 months, you make your money back. Within a year, you double your money. What kind of return on investment is that? If within a year, you double your money.
Wow. Can you put it in the chat, everybody? If you double your money in 1 year, what kind of return on your investment would that be?
Yeah. 200%, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How much
Yeah.
return on investment are you getting from your money in the bank?
The bomb says
Or
200%.
in stock or in crypto? I know my for stock is about negative 50% the last couple of years. You know, in crypto, it's more like a negative 90%. Unfortunately, I feel you, man. I swear I'm not gonna play that gamble game anymore. Like, I should have put all that money into real estate, which has freaking like quadruple in the past few years, you know. But anyway, so that's what you do. And also the other thing is, if you rent the furniture, check this out. You rent the furniture, all you need is first month rent and first month deposit. So all you need is like $5,000. Okay. You don't even have to buy the furniture. Maybe you then rent the furniture for like another $500 a month, maybe $1,000 max, and you got some nice one. So check this out. You're only putting 6K, you're making 2K a month right away. What kind of return is that? Within a year, you 4X your money. Okay. Now, I'm not a what do you call it, financial advisor, CPA, lawyer, all that. Okay. Disclaimer. Okay. Anyway, so 400% return, guys. Is that crazy?
That's incredible.
It's incredible. Exactly. So that's how people question me all the time. Like, hey, how are you so young and have so much financial freedom? And how you help so many young kids these days make financial freedom within a short amount of time, or even old people, but within months they make freedom because they know how to leverage, guys. Again, you know how to leverage, and you know how the formula. It's all in the numbers, guys. Numbers don't lie. People numbers don't lie, man. I show you the numbers right here. Okay. Success 80% mindset, 20% strategies. I learn from the right people. I refuse to give up, right? So who here would like to sit down and play some games with Sir Richard Branson, Grant Cardone, and hang out with Tony Robbins in his backyard, right? All right, but before we do that, some people got to go. So you want to drop a link in the chat for people who want to take the next step with us, is to book a call with our top advisor to give you a free strategy session, 45 minutes to an hour. That's worth over $1,000. Now, all we ask is, please be serious about this. Don't book unless you are serious, because we have a lot of demand. Our calendar is always booked out, right? And we want to make sure that people who book will actually commit, that will show up, that will bring their spouse, bring their business partners, so we can really help you. And also the 3 things again: 1 is you gotta be persistent. On a scale of 1 to 10, you gotta be at least an 8 or 9. Number 2, you gotta be coachable. If you're not coachable, I can't help you, right? And then number 3 is you got a good attitude. If you have a good attitude, we love to work with you. If you have a negative attitude, sorry, we don't need that in our life. You're gonna attract more negative things in your life, right? And then the bonus number 4 is that are you a giver, or is it not just a taker, right? Don't ask what you can do for your country. Ask what the country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Same thing with our mastermind, right? We're looking for givers. If you qualify for those things, then we'd love to help you do whatever it takes for you, right? But if you are not, then it's okay, you know, just don't waste our time, is what I'm saying. Okay, all right. With that, thank you for that. And then I want to share with you what happened at the game with Sir Richard Branson, right? Who in here think that he win? If you think he win, put an R in the chat. If you think I win, put a C in the chat.
Okay, who won this game? Oh, we have Andrew put a C, Brittany put a C. They think you won. So did Devin.
Wow.
And Kevin.
He's a really
Everybody
good
thinks you won, Dr.
What the
Child.
heck?
Paul.
He's a really good chess player, man. But yeah, the first game I actually win. Don't ask me. Well, actually, I know why. Why do you think I won? That's a more important question. Okay. I won because
Why
I
do
was determined to win.
Kevin
No,
says
I'm
you're a
not.
fast thinker.
No, I'm actually not. He actually a lot faster than me. Okay, I'm actually pretty slow compared to him. He's a genius. That's the honest truth. But I won because determined to win. Why? Because I want to play again. Oh, you see? I know if I win, he's gonna want to play again with me. If I lost, he probably never play again with me. Okay. If I suck, right? Yeah. So that's why. And
Yeah,
then
Paul said you're determined to keep the play.
exactly.
Mhm.
So the second game, we played the second game, right? And who you think won the second game? Raise your hand if you think he won. I mean, put down the chat and all if you think he won. You know?
Maggie thinks you won again, and so does Danny.
Yeah. Really?
Yes, but Paul actually thinks that he won.
Yeah, so he won the second game. That's right. Why?
Brittany.
Why do you think he won the second game?
He was more determined.
Yeah, he was more determined, that's for sure. But the other thing is because I want to play the third game with him. Okay. Hey, listen, guys, if you have a chance to sit down with a multi-billionaire who's worth about $5 billion, when you want to have much time with him, you know, you can't buy that for no money. Like you can't be like, hey, Richard, I'm gonna play chess. What the hell? You're gonna like, hang up. But anyway, so that's how I play the third game. Now, this is the most important game, the third game. Who win the third game? Ooh. Drum roll.
So they say Brittany says you, Paul says you, and Kevin says you for sure.
All y'all wrong. I love it. I love all y'all wrong. No, just kidding.
Gotta end it on a good note, right?
Game.
Danny thought it was a tie.
Why is the most important question? Why did he win the third game? Why is that important?
Yeah, so
I give you a hint. I was in his island. I was at his home.
So he will play more, Paul says.
Yeah. So, because I want to be invited back. Exactly. We want to honor the host, guys. Never disrespect anybody, right? So, and it worked. So after that, I got his cell phone. I was invited to a private dinner, birthday party of him on his, not on a yacht. A yacht is tiny, on his cruise ship. He's so rich, he got a whole cruise line, okay, on his cruise ship. And there, I met multi-billionaires, a bunch of multi-billionaires there, like Sarah Blackley was there, right? There's like an Indian billionaire was there. There's a lot more billionaires I didn't even know exist. But anyway, so that's how you do it, man. And then I played poker with Grant Cardone. So let's say on time. I actually won Grant Cardone. I don't know how I got lucky, whatever. But I won $12,000. The biggest question is I beat Grant Cardone. I won $12,000. What should I do with that $12,000, guys? Put down in the chat. Give me some ideas. If you win $12,000 from Grant Cardone, what would you do with that money?
That's enough for one or two properties.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Invest.
What would you do?
Brittany says, Walter says invest. Brittany says real estate. Paul says donate it. And Kevin says give it the 10K mentorship. Get in the 10X mentorship.
Oh,
and then
yes,
Paul says donate it.
All those are great answer, but the one that got right is Paul, donated. Yes, give him a hand. That is correct. Who you donate to? Should be obvious, but anyway, he's got a foundation. His foundation has helping kids to transform the education, which is aligned with my foundation, which I love helping kids transform their education. I give out free scholarship to all my students who has kids under the age of 18, right? They all get in for free and they all get coaching for free, right? And it doesn't have to be their kids. It could be like, their cousin kids or something, family, whatever. As long as they're kids, we help them, right? Because I want to change their life. So that's why it's so important. Yes. Yeah, so you want to, just thank you for keep putting the link so people can apply. If you're watching online, guys, and you want to learn how to do this and get a free strategy session, click on the link in my bio, and then you can apply for our mentorship and go from there, okay? All right, so back to, I'm going to finish with this. And I know I want to honor everybody's time, so my time as well, so let's go, all right? So anyway, I generate millions of dollars, give the excuses, the easy way to mimic, model other people's success. Mimic and model, and then you can master, and only then you can multiply. It's the 4 M's, okay? Mimic, model, master, multiply. All right, write that down. Mimic, model, master, multiply. That's how you can compress decades into days, guys. Decades into days. That's what Tony Robbins teaches all the time, okay? All right. Check this out. If all this did, I'll finish with this. If all this did, guys, is to give you the freedom lifestyle, would it be worth it to do this? You got to answer that for yourself. I can't answer for this for you, right?
Yes.
If all this did is to give you the freedom lifestyle, would it be worth it to do this? For me, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If all this did to give you the skill to earn 6-figure income within the next few months, would be worth it to do this. Okay. For me, absolutely. Remember, it took me 8 years, all my life saving, my mom life saving to make 6-figure income. And I was also slaving away at my job as a doctor, right? I wasn't freedom. You mean to tell me I only need to focus for a few months and make 6-figure income working just a few hours a week? Yeah. It worked. Yeah. We have hundreds of people nationwide. We have a bunch of testimonials. Just check my social media out. If all this did, the most important thing is give you the time to spend with your loved one and really have time and live the life on passion and purpose. Would it be worth it to do this? Okay. This is my mom and dad here. My mom, thank God, she's 12 years cancer thriver. Unbelievable, amazing miracle. Thank God for that. Give her a hand for that. I mean, he's definitely a champion. I love my life. I mean, incredible. Like, it was stage 4 cancer. In 12 years, she's still here. I could not do this without this business. This is how important this is, guys. It's not just the money, it's about the time. I'm able to take her to the doctor every single week, right? And doctor don't open on weekend, okay? And I was working. If I was working all the time, how am I to take care of her, right? And same with my dad, right? So this is just recently overlooking the ocean. We went on a trip because we can and go take her first class, everything, and stay at the international resort overlooking beautiful Miami, right? And then we went to San Diego the other time, and I'm about to take her to Orlando, everywhere, okay? Hawaii, we done that, cruise ship, we have done all of that, right? So I wouldn't trade that for anything. Would you trade that for anything for your family? No, right? So picture a day, guys. This is the most important thing. Picture a day where you're overlooking the beautiful water. The sun is setting. There's the birds flying, enjoying a beautiful dinner with your loved ones. And then your mom or your spouse look you in the eyes and said to you, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for taking the leap of faith, for going against the grain, for going against, anything that's in your way, and really make it happen. So that way our family can enjoy this life today. I'm so proud of you. I love you. And let's help more people. Okay? Picture that day vividly for you. It's all about you now and your family. Okay. Now, would it be worth it to do this? Only you can answer that. Okay. I show you the way, guys. The easy way, the hard way. Up to you. The hard way, you can work a job or open a dead end small business, or just put money into 401k and hopefully, or stock market, hopefully, or crypto, and hopefully you make 100K a year. Do you know that even if it work out, even if the stock market actually work, do you know that you need about $2.5 million at 4% dividends to make 10K a month? You don't have to answer me this, but how long will it take for you to save $2.5 million? How long will it take for you at your current saving rates to make $2.5 million, to save $2.5 million? Okay? For me, it was never. I don't know about you, but it was never, man. Even at pharmacist level. Okay? Or the easy way is you just leverage somebody else's property, leverage somebody else's time, leverage somebody else's relationship, leverage somebody else's energy, expertise, and you do this business part-time, and then you make 6-figure income within months, and then enjoy the life that you dream of. Okay, what's our philosophy? The best investment you can make is in yourself. That's Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time. The mistake you will make when you live here: 1, not knowing the markets; 2, not knowing which is a good deal or a bad deal. A bad deal can cost you decades. Okay, going at it alone is not a mistake. Think you know it all. Lack of motivation, lack of accountability, and wander aimlessly trying to find the sources yourself. Okay, these are the mistakes. What if I could tell you that our team has solved all these mistakes for you within our mastermind? That's how our students get amazing results. Wouldn't you want to know how? The biggest, best thing I said, the best for last, is I'll guarantee, guys, nobody is doing this. I'll guarantee if you follow our mastermind coaching, and if you don't get a booking after 30 days, or you're probably going live, we will actually pay you the first month rent. Okay, so you got nothing to lose, guys. It's no brainer. It's actually called the no-brainer guarantee. Okay, that's the name for it, because we are giving you everything that we even guarantee you on the back end. Does anything guarantee you that? Does any colleges do that? No way, Jose, right?
Okay.
I remember, I remember one of my, 20% of my class didn't make it, and they had to pay like 60K a year. And guess what they had to pay the next year? 60K, okay? Again. And then they couldn't even make it, okay? So anyway, this is ridiculous, okay? Sometimes I'm like asking myself, why the hell I'm doing this? But anyway, it's one hell of a lot of people, right? And I know that if you invest in yourself, you are serious. People ask me like, oh, why don't you just give it to me for free? Why are you? I did that, okay? I did that. It's not like I didn't do it. I gave all my good friends for free, and then nobody value it because they, when you get something for free, guys, are you gonna value it? No, right? They didn't do jack with it, okay? And then I was like, oh yes, that's not really helping people, okay? So the way I help people now is I give you an amazing, irresistible guarantee, right? And then you gotta show me you got to put some skin in the game so you can be committed, so you don't waste people's time. And then you go out there and work on your dream, right? It's not what you get, guys, who you become in the process. Write this down. It's not what you get, it's who you become in the process. So much more important, okay? So anyway, I end with this, our students' testimonials. This is just one of many, okay?
I jumped into this group and I'm happy to report that I had huge success. I received 3 bookings that covered 5 months in 7 days. I'm profiting around $7,000.
We got our first lease signed within a week of joining the program. And that was insane because it was our first big goal, right? Like get our first lease signed, and we saw it as this really big mountain.
Got it set up in a few days, got it listed, and then we got our first booking.
In my first month, I was able to lock my first property in. That was gaining me about $4,500 a month in income.
This group is filled with people of all different levels of experience. And then of course, we have Dr. Chow, the guru.
Dr. Chow and his team have been absolutely amazing.
So Dr. Chow would do a market analysis with us to show us the best areas to invest and get started in. And that was really helpful. Being part of a community of people that are doing it successfully, it makes you feel confident in the moment.
The one who's going to help get to my goals when it comes to the income flow from here. And this is almost happening, right? Aside from setting it up for the very first time.
Retired, quit my job, 9 to 5, making surgeon money, really good money.
I'm 25.
I'm 27. Honestly, we're happier than ever.
B&B secrets.
You gotta do it. Burn your boats, man. Man, you just gotta surround yourself with people that are like-minded, share the same passion for life, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish.
And that's this group. Get in this group, you'll do it. You'll quit your job.
Yeah.
In your 20s and be free.
Absolutely.
That is awesome, man. I love these guys. How many properties do you have?
7.
7. In how many months?
4 months.
4 months.
1,500 to 2,500 a month.
Per home. Yeah. So that's 6-figure income right here, right? And you're about to get freedom, right?
Definitely. I'm about to quit my job.
That's right. Yeah.
She already quit her job. She got
Working
15
on my
properties
second
now.
one. It's 2 months, and the second one plan is to do a lot more very soon. This guy's great, man. You gotta check him out. He's awesome. If I was you, I would join right away.
Awesome, man. Join us, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun right here, man.
Cool. All right, guys, any questions? Now is the time.
Okay, so now, we did have some questions that came in earlier. If you had a question, you can go ahead and type it in, but I'm scrolling up or scrolling back to see. I know that we had, let's see. We had someone say, Miles said, how long is the average corporate contract and how many months?
Great questions. Average contract is about 3-4 months.
Okay. Did you get that, Miles? The average contract is about 3 or 4 months.
And sometimes you get lucky, you get 6 months, because a lot of time construction delays or like insurance housing we have, their home get delayed with construction and insurance pay for it. And then, you know, there's always like projects always extend the job or something. So that's the beautiful thing about this business, because, you know, let's face it, a vacation rental, most of the time they don't extend. Okay. And the most they will extend is like a few days versus a few months over here.
Right. And Miles also wants to know, does your course provide all the legal paperwork?
So we will guide you on that. We do have templates that work for us. We are not lawyer. However, we do have connections with lawyer that I can set up here. You with our partners, and they're doing this nationwide, so they can definitely guide you in the right directions.
Yes. And then Nikita says, can I join if I already have units?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we have a lot of people who have units that join us and expand their portfolio, and also getting more leads to their units, right? That is probably even better because you have everything set up. All you need is just, you know, get more property, get more sources, right?
Absolutely, already a head start. And then Karen Grace Santiago says, do any of you use a co-host?
Yeah, some of us do use co-host. That's up to you guys. And some of us have partnership, and within our mastermind, that's why it's so important. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Is once you're in the mastermind, you can actually partner up with the other people, right? And if you have money and you don't have time, you can partner up with somebody who, you know, don't have the money but have a lot of time. So it's a win-win situation for both, right?
Absolutely.
And then we actually make money both.
Yes. And Kevin says, do we need a high credit limit?
A high credit as far as your credit score?
Yes, a high credit limit, probably a high credit score and a high credit limit, like, you know, like maybe a line of credit or credit card that has, you know, $25,000 on it. Do you need something like that?
Right. So it will help. It wouldn't hurt. It depends on your situation. That's why the booking the strategy call with the closers or the advisor that we have would be the best. You know, because that's when they can individualize, customize your game plan. Yeah, it would definitely would help. But if you don't have good credit, it's not the end of the world, right? There's always way around it. Like That's why relationship is so important. So when you come in, you show yourself that you are a giver, you are coachable, you're already in the group, you know, you're serious, then maybe you can partner with somebody who has good credit, who has good money, but they don't have the time, right? Or we can also show you how to build that relationship with the landlord, so that way, or the realtors, that way they will give you the property and they don't even have to check your credit. They don't even have to check all of that because they trust you as a person. So there's so many ways that you can do it.
Yes. And then Andrew says, are we able to, oh, sorry, go ahead, Dr.
Sorry,
Taylor.
when there's a will, there's a way. Okay?
Yes, absolutely. I'm a firm believer in that. And Andrew says, are we able to connect with and talk directly with some of your students in our various areas about their experiences, successes, and challenges?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like most of my students, they all have a lot of busy life. They have families and they want to take care of. They want to respect the privacy of our community, right? Just like you wouldn't want to have some random people calling you up every single day, bugging you about stuff, right? So so basically, you know, we do have a couple of people that can really help with certain cases. It is a favor to ask them that, and it's also like disrupting their lives too. So you know what, you just gotta have some faith, right? And you gotta have to just see all the testimonials that we have, right? All these people and all of our followers. We have hundreds of thousands of followers, right? And I generated, you know, help a lot of people as well generate the income for their lives. So all of this is, you know, to prove, to show you that we are for real, and we are here to help you. And we also have the guarantee as well. So you know, sometimes you just gotta trust, and all businesses all built on trust, and you just gotta just do it, right? And this is one of those business that it doesn't like, the risk is so minimal compared to the reward. With any business, you want asymmetrical risk to reward, right? Write this down. One risk, reward 10 times it. Okay. So with this, the risk is just the month rent, right? The worst thing can happen, you lose your deposit. Oh, big deal, a few $1,000, and then you go out and find another one. And the good news is, if you find one that works, you're making, you know, the deposit every month, you're making like 30K a month, 10 times what you would lose if it go wrong. Now, if you know anything about, you know, batting average, if you have a 3 out of 10, you are the pro, right? You're Hall of Fame, okay? So all you gotta do with this is just get one right, and it will take care of like 9 other ones that you got wrong, okay? But without help, you're not gonna get 9 wrong, guys. You're gonna get like you should get at least 8 out of 10 right.
That's really amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Dr. Chow. Now might also be a great time if, you know, if you could drop the Facebook group in the chat. We still have a few more questions that I'm about to call out right now, but we would like for you to connect with us in the Facebook group, and also remember to book your call so that we can get you on a call and, you know, deal with you on a personal level. When you were talking about, you know, becoming an expert or a pro, it reminded me of a saying that I heard: what is the best way to successfully make it through a minefield? And that is to walk in the footsteps of someone who has already crossed it. And so that's what we're doing. That's what your 7 years of doing this, making all of the mistakes, you know, the losses and failures that you had, so that you can tell people how to go straight to success in this corporate housing arbitrage. We have Arturo that says, what if I own a property that's 5 bedrooms and 9 beds currently on Airbnb?
Yeah, I mean, then you just want, I mean, you know, you want to get more leads, don't you? You want to get more long-term clients, right? So that's what we do. And also, what if you want to expand? Why not have 10 instead of just 1? I mean, 1 Airbnb is not going to change your life, right? But if you have 10, yes, it will. And how do you have 10? you just rent and leverage. Especially if you own the property, you can pull out the equity instead of letting it like it's dead equity doing you nothing. Why don't you take those soldiers, those money soldiers, and work for you? And you can do 10 corporate housing and making 20, 30K a month.
Yes. Well, he was saying he had 5 bedrooms. I think it's one property with 5 bedrooms. But
Yeah,
say,
the more bedroom, the better, guys.
Mhm. And
The more
Danny
bedroom,
wants to
the
know,
better.
is your connection will also be as effective in Canada?
Canada, we don't do. Okay, so we'll be very straight up with you. Our connection is in America. So if you are Canadian and you want to invest in America, highly recommend it. Okay. Just like any business out there and anybody from other countries, you want to be invest in America. Okay. So if you do that, then we have the connections for you.
Beautiful. Now, Devin says, why are corporate willing to pay so high for rent?
Because if it's a lot cheaper than hotels. Okay. So imagine if you have 5 employees, is it cheaper for you to rent out 5 hotels or 1 home? You're gonna save like 70-80% of the money. One, right? And secondly, the employees don't have to eat out every single night. If you eat out every night, you're gonna cost you like $2,000 more a month, right? Who want that? Most employees don't want that, right? So that's why this whole niche is such a hidden niche, and it's been around for a long time. Just, people don't know about it.
Yes. So Kevin says not score. I'm not sure what this is saying. Just limit to spend on furniture. Not sure, Kevin, if you could retype that in maybe. Andrew says, out of the total Airbnb market, how much of the total market is corporate versus vacation? Are there actual numbers that are documented for 2022? Out of the percent that is corporate, what is the demand versus what is supplied?
So the demand for corporate housing is definitely very high. Vacation rental is saturated now, with everybody, as you know, and their grandma is doing vacation rental, right? So, so that's why this is the opportunity, definitely, that will set you up for the next few years doing this,
Yes, and Joe Moore says, how much startup cash would you recommend starting with?
It depends on your goals. If you want, a good goal to have is like five properties, so you can make 10K a month, right? With 5 properties, if you buy the furniture, it's 12K per property, so that's 60K. If you rent the furniture, it's about half of that, so all you need is like 30-40K, right? And then after that, the good news is you want to roll that profit back in. So after like 5 properties, the business fund itself, you're making 10K a month, and each month you can set up 1 to 2 properties with that 10K, and then you just roll that money back and then snowball it. That's how I was able to grow to 20 something so fast.
Okay, that's awesome. I don't see any other questions. Some of the questions that are in there were duplicate questions that have already been answered.
All right, I think for the sake of time, we want to respect everybody's time. Let's bring it in here at the end here. I want to unmute and bring it in, put it in your palm like this. And then like a huddle, right? And then I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And then we're all going to yell freedom. Okay, freedom is the cry, right? So freedom is not free. We got to fight for it. So you want to participate in this to really help you and your family, okay? So put in your thumb. I'll go ahead and unmute everybody, right? And then we're going to count. So, ready? 10, 9, 8. I want to hear you counting with me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freedom! Yes, celebrate yourself, guys. Celebrate yourself. Imagine as if you're already there. You already have the freedom. You have the dream. You already done it. And take care of your family and live the life of your dream. What would that look like for you, right? And how will you spend your day? How will you spend your dream vacation? What would you get your family for Christmas if money and time is no object? And really live in that moment every single day, priming yourself every single day. Look up Tony Robbins priming. So important. Every single day you do that. And incantations, not affirmation, incantations is you want to embody with your whole mind, your whole body. When you say, I am amazing. I can do this. I am wonderful. I kick ass. I take names. I do whatever it takes. I add so much value that whatever it takes, I am a gladiator, right? So really do that every single day. It will work. It will help your life. Okay. All right. Much of that with love. Peace out, guys. Have a good night. Okay.
Thank you.
It's great December. Make it a December to remember and book your call and also connect with us in the Facebook group. Thank you, Dr. Chow. You've been wonderful.
Thanks,
Thank
Lee.
you.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
That was awesome.
Thank you.